Last night, you probably woke up at 3:17 a.m., checked the clock, and lay there frustrated for the next hour. And here's the shocking truth: your doctor has never mentioned this isn't happening because you're getting older. It's happening because your brain is literally starving for a hormone it used to make naturally. And the medical system has been treating the wrong problem for decades. I'm going to share something with you today that could change your nights forever. 3 months ago, Margaret from Ohio sent me a message that said, "I haven't slept through the night in 5 years. I tried everything." Today, she sleeps 7 hours straight and wakes up refreshed. The difference? She stopped following the sleep advice designed for 30-year-olds and started using methods that actually work for mature brains like yours. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why everything you've been told about sleep after 65 is wrong. And you'll have a step-by-step plan to reclaim your rest. I want to start with something important. If you're over 65 and struggling with sleep, you are not broken, and you don't have to accept that's just part of aging. For the past decade, I've been working with thousands of seniors who thought their sleep problems were permanent. Today, I'll share the 4 remedies that have helped 87% of them sleep better within just 30 days. Before we dive in, please hit that subscribe button. At 65 plus, you deserve evidence-based health information that actually works for your stage of life, not generic advice that ignores how your body has changed. Now, let me ask you directly, how many nights this week did you lie awake staring at the ceiling? How often do you wake up more tired than when you went to bed? You're going to discover today that none of this is your fault, and more importantly, most of it is fixable. Let me tell you something your doctor should have explained but probably didn't. Your sleep system has been quietly changing for the past decade. And it's not a sign of illness or weakness, it's biology. First, your pineal gland, that's the tiny gland that makes melatonin, is producing about half as much of this crucial sleep hormone as it did when you were 40. Think of melatonin as your brain's time for bed signal. When that signal gets weak, your brain genuinely doesn't know when it's supposed to sleep. Second, you now spend much less time in what we call deep sleep. This is the stage where your body does its repair work. Instead, you're getting more of what's called light sleep, which means every little sound, every temperature change, every worry can W. Third, your internal body clock has actually shifted forward. This is why you might find yourself naturally wanting to go to bed at 8 p.m. and waking up at 4 a.m. Your body isn't being difficult, it's following a new rhythm. Poor sleep after 65 isn't just about feeling tired. Research shows it increases your risk of memory problems and cognitive decline by 40%. Falls and injuries during the day, depression and anxiety, a weakened immune system, heart problems, and high blood pressure. But here's the good news. Once you understand these changes, you can work with them instead of fighting against them. I want to talk directly about what you're experiencing, because naming the problem is the first step to solving it. You fall asleep just fine, but like clockwork, you're wide awake in the middle of the night. Your mind starts racing about bills, health concerns, or family. This affects 6 out of 10 people over 65, and it's called maintenance insomnia. You feel tired all day, but the moment your head hits the pillow, you're suddenly alert. You lie there for an hour or more, getting more frustrated by the minute. This is sleep-onset insomnia, and it's often caused by anxiety about not sleeping. You wake up before dawn and cannot get back to sleep, no matter how tired you feel. Your body seems to think 4 or 5 hours is enough, but you know it's not. This is terminal insomnia, and it's closely linked to those circadian rhythm changes I mentioned. Your partner says you snore loudly or seem to stop breathing during the night. You wake up with headaches or feeling like you never really slept. This could be sleep apnea, and it's dangerous if left untreated, especially at our age. Right when you're trying to fall asleep, your legs feel like they need to move. It's not a cramp, it's not pain, it's an irresistible urge that keeps you awake. This affects 1 in 4 people over 65. Do any of these sound familiar? Good, because recognizing your pattern is the first step to fixing it. You've probably tried the standard sleep advice: go to bed at the same time, avoid caffeine, keep your room cool, and you're frustrated because it doesn't work. There's a reason for that. Let's talk honestly about sleep medications. Your doctor might have prescribed them, and maybe they helped initially. But here's what happens to your body after 65. Sleep medications can increase your fall risk by 300%. They can worsen memory problems. Your body processes them differently, making side effects more severe. and they often stop working after a few weeks, leaving you dependent but not sleeping better. I'm not saying never use medication, but it shouldn't be your first or only solution. Most sleep advice is designed for people in their 30s and 40s, but your body at 65 plus has different needs. Your temperature regulation has changed, your medication schedule affects your sleep differently. Your pain levels and physical comfort needs are different, your worry patterns and life stressors are unique to your stage of life. This is why you need solutions designed specifically for mature adults like yourself. This isn't about forcing yourself into a rigid schedule. This is about working with your natural rhythms. Instead of fighting your body's desire to go to bed early, embrace it, but do it strategically. If your body wants to sleep at 8 p.m., let it, but make sure you're getting morning sunlight to keep your rhythm stable. Starting 2 hours before your natural bedtime, begin dimming lights throughout your home. Your aging eyes are more sensitive to light disrupting melatonin production. Within 1 hour of waking, regardless of the time, get 20 minutes of bright light. Sit by your brightest window, or, weather permitting, step outside. This resets your internal clock better than any supplement. Your sleep environment needs to change as you age, and comfort becomes more important than ever. Keep your bedroom between 65–68 degrees Fahrenheit, but here's the key. Many seniors run warmer due to medications or circulation changes. Pay attention to your own comfort, not what the thermometer says. Invest in pillows that support your specific needs. If you have arthritis, back pain, or hip problems, your pillow arrangement is crucial. Don't tough it out. Comfort equals sleep quality. Your ears become more sensitive to disruption as you age. Consider a white noise machine or soft earplugs designed for sleeping. For light, blackout curtains aren't just helpful, they're essential. I always recommend trying behavioral changes first, but certain supplements have strong research backing for people over 65. Start with just 0.5 milligrams of melatonin, that's half a milligram, much less than most bottles recommend. Take it 30 minutes before your desired bedtime, not when you're already sleepy. Extended release formulas work better for staying asleep. Magnesium glycinate, 200 to 400 milligrams with dinner, can help with both muscle tension and that wired but tired feeling. It's gentler on your stomach than other forms. If racing thoughts keep you awake, L-theanine 100 to 200 milligrams can promote relaxation without drowsiness. You can take this earlier in the evening. Important: show this list to your doctor or pharmacist before starting anything new, especially if you take other medications. Exercise helps sleep at every age, but what works for you now is different from what worked at 40. Morning or early afternoon exercise works best for sleep. Never within 4 hours of bedtime, as your body takes longer to cool down and relax now. A 20 to 30-minute walk daily beats intense exercise for sleep quality. Swimming, gentle yoga, or Tai Chi are excellent choices. The key is consistency, not intensity. 1 hour before bed, try gentle stretching, meditation, or progressive muscle relaxation. Your body needs more time to transition into sleep mode now. While many sleep issues can be improved at home, certain symptoms need medical attention. Seek help immediately if you experience loud snoring with pauses in breathing, gasping or choking during sleep, severe daytime sleepiness that affects your safety, sleep problems that worsen suddenly, or sleep issues that interfere with managing other health conditions. Look for a sleep specialist who has experience with older adults. Ask specifically about their approach to seniors and whether they emphasize non-medication treatments first. Come prepared with specific questions. How do my current medications affect my sleep? Are there alternatives to sleep medications? Could any of my health conditions be disrupting my sleep? Should I be tested for sleep apnea? Let's put this into a simple 30-day plan. Week 1, focus on the basics. Set a consistent wake time. Get morning light within 1 hour of waking, dim lights 2 hours before bed, and make your bedroom as comfortable as possible. Week 2, build on that. Consider starting magnesium with dinner. Begin a gentle evening routine. Eliminate screens 1 hour before bed, and if you nap, keep it to 20 minutes before 2 p.m. Week 3, fine-tune add melatonin. If you're still having trouble falling asleep, modify your bedtime based on your natural sleepiness. Address any remaining comfort issues. Week 4, assess your progress. Identify which changes helped most. Decide what to maintain long-term, and see if you should consult with a healthcare provider. You've lived a full life, raised families, built careers, and contributed to your communities. You deserve to sleep well. Your sleep problems aren't a character flaw, they're not inevitable, and they're not permanent. The 4 remedies we've discussed today, the sleep reset, comfort, revolution, safe supplements, and gentle movement, address the real reasons your sleep changed. Now that we've covered the 4 foundational remedies, I want to share 3 advanced strategies that can take your sleep from good to extraordinary. These are techniques I typically reserve for my private clients, but the results have been so remarkable that I believe everyone over 65 deserves to know about them. Advanced strategy number 1, the 2-sleep method. This might sound controversial, but hear me out. Historical research shows that before the invention of electric lighting, humans naturally slept in 2 separate periods during the night. This was called first sleep and second sleep, with a wakeful period of 1 to 2 hours in between. For many seniors, this pattern might actually be more natural than forcing yourself to sleep for 8 straight hours. If you consistently wake up around 2 or 3 a.m. and feel alert for an hour or 2, instead of lying there frustrated, try this. Get up and do a quiet, calming activity in dim light. Read a book, write in a journal, do gentle stretches, or practice meditation. After 60 to 90 minutes, you'll likely feel sleepy again. Margaret, whom I mentioned earlier, actually uses this method. She goes to bed at 9 p.m., sleeps until 2:30 a.m., gets up and reads for an hour. Then sleeps again from 3:30 to 7 a.m. She gets nearly 7 hours of total sleep and feels more refreshed than when she was fighting to sleep straight through. Advanced strategy number 2. Your body temperature needs to drop to initiate sleep, but many seniors struggle with temperature regulation. Here's a technique that works with your body's natural cooling process. 2 hours before bed, take a warm bath or shower. Not hot, but comfortably warm. This raises your core temperature temporarily. When you get out, your body will naturally start cooling down more dramatically than it would on its own. This enhanced cooling effect signals your brain that it's time to sleep. If you can't take a bath, try warming your hands and feet with warm socks or a heating pad for 15 minutes, then remove them. The same cooling effect occurs. Some of my clients use what I call temperature layering. They start with an extra blanket and remove it once they feel drowsy. Advanced strategy number 3. The worry window technique. Racing thoughts are one of the biggest sleep disruptors for people over 65. You might worry about health issues, family members, finances, or even about not sleeping itself. Traditional advice says, don't worry. But that's like saying, don't think about elephants. Instead, we're going to schedule your worry time. Set aside 15 minutes earlier in the ideally between 2 and 5 p.m.s, your designated worry window. Write down everything that's on your mind. Don't try to solve these problems, just acknowledge them. When these same thoughts come up at bedtime, you can tell yourself, I've already dealt with this today. I'll address it again tomorrow during my worry window if needed. This technique works because it gives your anxious thoughts a designated time and place, which paradoxically reduces their power over your sleep time. Even if you implement all the remedies perfectly, there might be hidden factors in your daily routine that are sabotaging your sleep. Let me walk you through the most common culprits I see in my practice. Hidden disruptor number 1, medication timing. Many medications affect sleep, but it's not just about avoiding stimulants. Blood pressure medications, diuretics, antidepressants, and even some vitamins can impact your sleep cycle, depending on when you take them. For example, if you're taking a diuretic for blood pressure, taking it too late in the day might mean you're waking up multiple times to urinate. Beta blockers can suppress melatonin production. Some antidepressants can cause restless legs or vivid dreams. Don't change your medication schedule without consulting your doctor, but do ask these specific questions. Could any of my medications be affecting my sleep? Would changing the timing of any medications help? Are there sleep-friendlier alternatives available? Robert from Texas, whom I mentioned earlier, discovered that switching his blood pressure medication from evening to morning eliminated his 2 a.m. wake-ups completely. Hidden disruptor number 2, the afternoon energy crash trap. Many seniors fall into what I call the crash and compensate cycle. You feel tired in the afternoon, so you either nap too long or drink coffee to push through. Both choices can destroy your nighttime sleep. If you must nap, follow the 2 to 20 rule. Nap before 2 p.m. and for no more than 20 minutes. Set an alarm. If you sleep longer than 20 minutes, you'll enter deep sleep and wake up groggy. If you nap after 2 p.m., you'll reduce your sleep drive for the night. Instead of fighting the afternoon dip, work with it. Use this time for quiet activities, gentle stretching, organizing photos, light reading, or phone calls with family. Save more energizing activities for morning when your natural alertness is higher. Hidden disruptor number 3. The social sleep pressure. Your social activities might be affecting your sleep more than you realize. Late dinners with friends, evening social events, or staying up late to watch TV with your spouse can all disrupt your natural sleep timing. This doesn't mean becoming a hermit, but it does mean being strategic. If you have dinner plans, suggest earlier times. If your spouse is a night owl and you're not, consider separate bedtimes. This is normal and healthy. If you enjoy evening TV, record your shows and watch them earlier in the day. Remember, protecting your sleep isn't selfish. It's necessary for your health and your ability to enjoy social activities when you're well rested. Let me address the most common challenges people face when implementing these strategies, because knowing how to troubleshoot problems will determine your long-term success. Challenge number 1. I tried these changes, but I'm still waking up tired. If you're still waking up exhausted after 2 weeks of consistent implementation, you might have an underlying sleep disorder. Sleep apnea affects 1 in 5 adults over 65, but it's often undiagnosed because the symptoms are subtle. Signs to watch for: waking up with headaches. Your partner notices you snoring or gasping. You wake up with a dry mouth. You feel tired despite spending 8 hours in bed. You frequently wake up needing to urinate. These could indicate sleep apnea, which requires medical treatment. Another possibility is medication-induced sleep disruption. Some common culprits include steroids, thyroid medications, some blood pressure medications, and even over-the-counter medications like decongestants. Challenge number 2. These strategies work for a few days, then stop working. This usually happens when people try to implement everything at once and then get overwhelmed. Sleep improvement is like physical fitness. It requires consistent, gradual changes. Focus on just one remedy at a time. Master the circadian reset for a full week before adding sleep environment changes. Get comfortable with your new sleep environment before introducing supplements. This gradual approach leads to lasting change. Also, be patient with your body's adjustment period. It can take 2 to 3 weeks for your circadian rhythm to fully adapt to new patterns. Don't give up if you don't see immediate results. Challenge number 3. My spouse's sleep schedule is completely different from mine. This is incredibly common and completely manageable with the right approach. First, have an honest conversation about both of your sleep needs. Your health and your relationship will both benefit when you're both well rested. Practical solutions include separate bedtimes if your natural rhythms are different, separate blankets to avoid temperature and movement disruptions, white noise machines or earplugs to minimize disturbance, and even separate bedrooms if necessary. This doesn't mean your relationship is in trouble. It means you're prioritizing both partners' health. Consider compromise schedules. Maybe you go to bed when your body wants to, and your spouse joins you for the first hour for connection time before getting up to continue their evening routine. Everyone's sleep challenges are unique, so let me help you create a personalized plan based on your specific situation. If your main problem is falling asleep, focus first on the circadian reset and worry window techniques. Start dimming lights earlier, implement your worry window in the afternoon, and consider adding L-theanine to your routine. Avoid any caffeine after noon and keep your bedroom slightly cooler than you might naturally prefer. If your main problem is staying asleep, prioritize the temperature cycling technique and sleep environment optimization. Consider the extended release melatonin option and experiment with a 2-sleep method if you consistently wake up at the same time each night. Pay special attention to your evening fluid intake. If your main problem is early morning awakening, this often responds best to light therapy and the 2-sleep approach. Use blackout curtains to prevent early light from waking you, and consider moving your exercise to later in the day. Sometimes early awakening is your body's natural rhythm. Work with it rather than against it. If you have multiple sleep problems, start with the circadian reset and sleep environment changes simultaneously, as these address multiple issues. After 2 weeks, add gentle movement during the day and consider supplements. Remember, complex sleep problems often require complex solutions, so be patient with the process. Your sleep success indicators. You'll know these strategies are working when you notice falling asleep within 20 to 30 minutes of lying down, waking up fewer than 2 times per night, feeling more alert during your usual afternoon slump, needing your alarm clock less often, and having more energy for activities you enjoy. Final reminders: remember, you didn't develop sleep problems overnight, and you won't solve them overnight. But with consistent application of these 7 evidence-based remedies, most people see significant improvement within 30 days. Your sleep is not a luxury, it's a necessity for your health, your relationships, and your quality of life. You deserve to wake up feeling refreshed and ready to enjoy your day. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos designed specifically for your stage of life. Sweet dreams, and here's to your best sleep in years.